Okay. I'm in middle of one small thing. Okay, I'll just complete it. I'm just sharing the project to you. I actually forgot to do it. I'm almost done. 1 minute. Okay, I think you all will get a mail now. Just check whether you're able to download the project or not. Okay, I just shared it.
Yeah, you mean this is the one that we were working on, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, coming to our project. Before that, I just want to go with the things. So on last class and the last session, I'll just go with the high level what we did. Okay. This can be minimized. Okay. Okay. Okay, I told about TestNG to you. TestNG, how we will do a TestNG is I'm just going again to the process that we did about the TestNG. So go to help, go to Eclipse. Oh, sorry, 1 minute. Yes, marketplace, correct. I went to the correct place. So Eclipse marketplace. In Eclipse marketplace, you need to install TestNG. So you need to search for TestNG, and when you click on search, you'll be finding that TestNG. Once you find it, just click on install it. So you'll find an install button like this. If it is already installed in your system, you'll find an option for update or remove. So you can update it if you need updates, or you can just see update or uninstall. So if you click on update, it will get updated or uninstall. But if it is not installed, it will ask for install. Okay. Once you're done with that, you go to your project, right click on it, properties, Java build path, and it is not single library. If you're having a single libraries that we did for Excel sheets, these are single library files. But if you have a bulk means a combination of library files, that is called that time you need to do add library. In that add library, select TestNG and select next, and then click on OK. When you do that, you'll be seeing this TestNG libraries added into your project. Okay. And once we are done with that, see you can directly click on the package, right click on it, and usually we used to create a class in such a way like a new, and we used to go to class. But if you want to create a TestNG class, go to others, and in TestNG class you'll be seeing like one option TestNG class, and when you click on next, you'll be asking for some values, and then finish. If you click on finish, you'll be getting a class. So this is a class. Now see, this is a TestNG class, and from here the session continues. I'll be in sync now. Okay. So this is what these are the things that we did from yesterday, and that means on the previous sessions. These are the things we did. Now coming to TestNG, if you want to see, if you want to, when you create a class using TestNG, when you create a TestNG class, and if you want to run it, when you click on right click on it, and if you go there, you'll be seeing as TestNG test. Okay, but there is some reason, right? Okay, I think someone was on speaker. Okay then. But if you are in what? See, this is a Java class. If you're in a Java class and if you go here, it will say like Java application. So there was a question in last time for me. So how to convert a Java class into a TestNG class? So we were not able to do that. So, but if you see it now here, you'll be seeing this. Why you're seeing this is because, see, I'll just convert this Java class. See, if you see this is a Java class, I'll convert this into a TestNG class, okay? So I went to this class and I wrote as at test. Okay. Now if I go and see here, I'll be seeing this TestNG. Okay. Why? Because see this by writing this at test, a class, a Java class. First thing is we need to have the project with all the TestNG jar that is even that we need. So right. So this is a TestNG jar that we need. Once we are done with setting the paths for TestNG, whenever you have a Java class, you give this at test, or there are many other things, not only at test. So you'll be having many other things. Those things are what are those things means? See, these are the things. If you see here, the word annotation, the header annotations, and below that, whatever you see, these are called annotations. If you provide an annotation to a class, and if you have the Java build path set, then that class can be executed as TestNG class. Fine. So I just want to tell about annotations. What are these annotations?
Can you repeat that one, Satish?
Okay.
How?
Yeah, yes. So you're clear with creating a TestNG class and running it. Fine?
Yes.
Yes. Now you have a Java class. If you have a Java class, if you want to run this Java class as TestNG class, then you need to provide annotation at some point in the code of Java class.
Okay.
Okay. So by providing these annotations, by providing what will happen is, see, when I gave this annotation here, it asked to download these annotations. See, yes, see, if you see here, it asked me to download the TestNG annotations. So once you download the TestNG annotations, this class will be converted into a TestNG class.
Okay.
You can run this class as a TestNG class. Fine.
Okay.
Now coming to the point is what are annotations. So let me go to the PPT once. So this is the last slide that we have. Last slide I'll be telling about Maven, but before telling about Maven, I'll be giving some information on TestNG. TestNG is very important, as I told. If you have this automation divided into 5 parts, and 2 parts is for Java, 2 parts is for Selenium, and 1 part is for TestNG. So if you have if you're going for that interview, then when he comes to TestNG, he'll be asking annotations only. After asking annotations, he'll be asking for other questions. Okay. So what are these annotations? There are many annotations in TestNG. So these are the annotations. So when coming to annotations, what they do is they control the flow of test case execution. So what does this means? Suppose you are executing a test case. So the test case at in your application, if you say you're executing and you're automating. Okay, our examples, let us take it. So we automated Naresh technologies, and we automated drag and drop events. We automated some other one more application. Which We automated those. 1 minute. What is the other one we automated?
Automated QA.
Yeah. Okay. So these are the applications that we automated. Correct. So as I told, annotations control the flow of test case execution. Okay. What does this mean? Means now if you are going and working on Nourish technologies or something, or if you are going into this HTML goodies, if you are going to this, or if you are going to any other application, first what we need to do, we need to navigate to that application. So before working on any of the methods, like enrolling for a training, if you are going to enroll for a training, before enrolling for a training, then you need to navigate to the application for the first thing you need to do. After enrolling for training, after clicking on submit, you need to log out of the application. Means you need to close your application. That is after the execution. So when coming to annotations, so what you need to do before execution of the test, what you need to do after execution of the test. So any method you write in TestNG which should be executed before executing a test case, there you need to put it as before test. Any operation or any execution or any method that needs to be called after executing a test case, that you need to put it as after test. Okay. So coming to the same process, what is this before suit and after suit? And before, if you want to, if you have an operation that needs to be executed before a class, then you need to write before class. Then if you want if you have an operation that needs to be executed after a class, you need to write after class. Okay, before groups. So groups are something that see, this is an important interview question. So everything in coming from Selenium, whenever Selenium starts, means I told an automation interview starts with 3 things, means is full of 3 things: Java, Selenium, and TestNG, right? So Java is that all the things what you learn, you can work on it. But when it comes to Selenium, from Selenium to TestNG, everything in interview is a comparative question. So what is the difference between implicit wait and explicit wait? What is the difference between quit and close? What is the difference between this? All these things means comparative questions you will be getting. Similar way, in TestNG, you'll be getting a question is what is before group and before suit. Okay, groups are something that user defines on his own. See, if suppose he want some set of test cases to be executed. See, suppose he executed some 150 test cases. In that 150 test cases, some 30 failed. So now he makes this 30 into a group by giving this annotation, and he execute those 30 test cases. Then what is a suit then? Suit is complete set of 150 test cases is called a suit. So for sanity testing or shakeout testing, you know what is a shakeout, right? Shakeout and sanity. Anyone any doubts on that? Means what is shakeout or sanity?
You mean smoke testing?
Yes, correct. Everyone is aware of smoke test?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I take everyone as this. If anyone don't know, just stop me, okay? So suit will be like what? Yes, it will be a set of smoke test test case related to a smoke test or test case related to regression test. So all this comes under suit. But groups is something user defined. A user an automation tester who feels some test cases should be into a group, then all such test cases will be into those groups, and before these groups are getting executed, he need to put this annotation. So before method and after method also is there. If you want to execute something before a method getting executed, write before method, and this is after method. And coming to these things, see all these things I won't be covering all types of annotations. I won't be covering. I'll be covering a few annotations. But coming to your perspective, how you want to work on is you can practice on it. But the other thing I can say from other side is for interview, when coming to annotations, he'll be asking only questions. They won't be asking to write a code. And again, I think in US they never ask a code, write to code. They were never asked to write a code. But coming to here in India also, they won't ask code, but they'll be asking what is annotation and why it is used. So basically, I can't cover everything in this, not only in this training, it is difficult to cover, but you can go through all these things. I'll be covering few things and I'll be, yes.
What are the most commonly used ones?
Most commonly used one is test is one. Before test, after test is one. And method is, that is, you can use it, but yes, these are the things most commonly, means we'll use only these. Only this test, after test and before test. Okay. So remaining we don't generally use. But for interview perspective, most important is this one. And this one. Means there is a difference between this. So I'll tell you the difference. Data-driven annotation. When you give for a method, basically I'm telling you, since also is a data-driven framework also, we won't use this data-driven annotation. But I'm telling you when to use a data-driven annotations. Suppose you have a username and password and you need to test with multiple samples of data. Means invalid user, invalid user, user that accepts special characters, user that accepts capital letters and small letters, username that exceeds 35 characters. So you are testing a username field with multiple samples of data. So for that, you need to provide data provider annotation. So just check how this data provider annotation is used. But the purpose is this one. Then what is the difference between data-driven parameter and this is parameters. So there is a difference. This is also used to test with various samples of data. Means it is not for testing with various samples. This add parameters is not for testing with various samples of data, but it is used to pass a particular value. Suppose if you're logging into an application using username and password. So this parameters is used to pass one particular parameter, either valid or invalid. That is independent. But it will pass only one. It is used to pass only one particular parameter. But this is data driven is not like that. It is used to pass a set of parameters. So it can be valid, invalid. It can be multiple. Okay, got the difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And coming to listeners, so listeners are nothing but it is used for getting the reports. I'll just show you these reports. I can just show you, but it is not like we won't be specifying any annotations for getting the reports. Once we set the test ng will by default generating a report structure for us. So you don't need to worry about that. But this listeners is mainly for getting the reports.
From where? Oh, the reports, the messages that we leave at the end of the Java classes?
Yes, but it won't be like that. But yes, correct.
Okay.
I'll show you how it will come. Okay. But it won't be like that. Okay. And test is whenever we want to run on a particular test, we'll be using that test. Okay. Okay. So this being said, okay, test-ng is annotations are completed. Besides these annotations, test-ng will be generating a report. I'll show you that report and any other things important to test-ng. Yeah, one more thing is, as I said again, I'm telling you, if you're going to an interview, just go for test engine interview questions, and I'll tell you also 1 minute. So you won't get questions beyond this. Okay, I'll tell you. I see. I generally prepare one side. Okay. See this 30 most popular test engine questions. I'll see 1 minute. I'll check whether this is the correct one or not. Yes, see this one only. So I'm just sharing this. Sorry, I'm just stopped share. I thought of pinging it, and I'm sharing it again. Chat. Okay, just get the link from there. Okay. So this will cover every question. And see, if you see the test engine annotations, so you may be asking a question. Suppose if I have, if I declared at suit for one, and if I declared at class, and if I declare before test, before suit, before class, and before test, which will be executed first? Maybe your question. So the answer for that is, and everyone, can you just one person, can you just check whether you got the mail?
Yes, I got it, Satish.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thanks. So when you yeah, thank you. So when you have those annotations in your suit, so first annotation that will get executed is that at test. After that at test getting executed, the suit will get executed. Then 1 minute. So let me correct my statement. So if you have all these annotations, annotation that is before test will be executed first, then before suit will be executed next, then before class will be executed, and then before methods will be executed. So this is the hierarchy. No, sorry, this is the hierarchy. They'll be giving this question, and this is the answer. As I told, okay. Suit is the top one. After suit, test will get executed. After classes, in the classes, which are the class are there, that will get executed. In the class, the methods will get executed. So this is the hierarchy. Okay, I'm sorry for my statement, previous statement. Okay. So parameters, these are important. See, one more thing is the beauty of this thing is in this page, you can see a video recording also. Yeah, if you go to this practice example, they'll be clearly showing you what will be executed, means how to execute for that particular question. See, test engine parameterization using test engine tutorials. So if you see, you just no need to go with that also, just click on this video. It will show you how you will get how to parameterize in test engine. Okay. Go through this. It is very important. Miss, my point here is, once you go through this, all the questions related to test engine will be covered here. Okay. Fine, everyone. Or
Yes.
you have something concerns? Okay. So coming to this slide. Okay. Okay. This being said, and our next step will be okay. So I'll do this from tomorrow. Basically, I'll be converting our project into complete test engine product, TestNG project, and I'll get the data from the Excels, and I'll be putting it into our project, and I'll execute. I'll show the test report, and I'll tell you how to get the message. As Brian said, some messages will be seeing in the console, right, when we execute. So okay, not this one. This is not. So this one also will come. Basically, error also will come in TestNG report. But now I was not mentioning about this. I was mentioning about some success messages. We'll be saying that the data, if we run on the data, will be shown here. So all these messages, how to capture in the report, I'll be telling you. So this will be our means achievement in coming days. Okay. So coming to the last thing, Maven. So Maven, why I put one separate slide for Maven is, see, people who doesn't have real-time experience and who are going to join using this automation, they'll be having some questions on Maven. So that is why I put this Maven. So what this basically is Maven is, and I'll be converting a project into a Maven project also. So if you see our project, we have this many jars, and these are the jars we downloaded. All these jars we downloaded, and these are TestNG jars. So basically, when you see your project and when you come here, so this is our project. Now I'm just going and clicking on this. So if you see the size, it is 37 MB. Why the size is 37 MB means when we are continuing, see now we have libraries. So these are the libraries we have. Okay. Now for our training, whatever libraries we need, we downloaded and we put it here. And if you see the size here, even it is small one. So when the project goes on increasing, the jar size, the number of jars that we need to import will increase. So when we import more number of jars, the size in the system also get increased, and the project size will obviously increase. So why this came into picture is, so since the project size is more, when we are trying to transfer this project from our system or our source to some other source, or see now I uploaded into Dropbox. So this is one what online I uploaded into online vacancy live. So when we are doing such things, if the size of the project is huge, then it is going to take more time to upload or download. So for this, what they came up with is, they came up with one tool. This is one Maven. This is a third-party vendor. So what this company does is, this company will maintain a repository. So it will maintain a repository, and in that repository, it will maintain all the jars, whichever jar you want. Suppose now, see, coming to this POI jars. Yes. This doesn't has, so this has versions. Okay. POI jar, this is 3.9 version. But now, so what this company will do is, it will maintain the POI jar version from starting version, whichever version it wants. Means it is starting. So it say, let's say 1.0. From 1.0 to the latest version, 3.9. That is currently that we are using. Okay. And if there is any latest, it will be maintained that latest version also will be maintained. So it will maintain all this, means not only these jars, it will maintain Selenium jars, it will maintain XBean jars, all these jars it will maintain. DOM4j jars also it will maintain. So all these jars it will maintain, it will put it in one repository, one server. Now this repository, if you want to access it, you need to in Eclipse you need to configure this Maven, means you need to, I'll tell you where to do that all this, but in Eclipse you need to give this path. of the repository, and then once you are set with this path, whenever you want to access it, so I'm just going to another project, okay? I just show you everything, but I just want to show you how it will be. So whenever you want to access a particular file, see this is Selenium jars. So whenever you want to access a particular jars, you need to give, you'll have a pom.xml. So whenever you have a Maven project, in that Maven project, pom.xml is the default file. Okay. So suppose, and why means what is this default file means? When you create a Java project, you saw that when you create a Java project, what will be the default file? SRC will be the default file folder, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. In the same way, if you create a Maven project, anyone stop me if I am just rushing or anything, or if you are not understanding. So if I create a Maven project, you need to enter somewhere here. See, I created a Maven project. Where is it? Yes. So these are the default structure. So Maven dependencies will come, pom.xml will come, target, source, these two folders. So these are defaults for Maven. Now when you go into that, and when you go to pom.xml, you'll be seeing this XML. In this XML, where is it? Yes. In this XML, you need to give whichever jars you want to download, you can give those jars. How you need to give those jars is, you need to add two tags, yes, tags with name, with, sorry. So these are the two. Okay. You need to give two tags. One is starting with dependency and ending with dependency. And in those tags, you need to give this. But you may ask a question, Sadish, how will know what to give inside this means? You don't need to worry anything. So if suppose you need Selenium server standalone jars, okay? How you need to get that is, it is very simple. Okay. You want Selenium server standalone. You can say Maven or dependencies. And if you go to any other file, you'll be getting it. So these are the dependencies. Okay. You can just copy this. Go to your project. Which is our project? This is our project. I went there, and then in dependencies. Okay. See, this is dependency and this is dependencies. Okay. In this you need to put. That's all. You no need to download any jar. You need to no need to search for that, download, save it, or no memory location. Nothing. Okay. So whichever jar you want, you need to, if suppose you can say that this is an older version, that means yes, this is an older version. If you have any specific version, search for the specific version. That's all. See, standalone 3.4.0, 2.53, all these are some already search criteria. Okay.
So if we have Maven, then we don't need to add the libraries.
You no need to add the libraries now, jars. Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
library jars.
Mm,
Yes.
yes. Correct.
Okay. So
So
in
that is
real
what.
time, we will use a Maven.
No, it is not 100% means you can't say that. Basically, if you are in a position of designing a project, use Maven. Okay. But if you went to an existing project that is using that normal test engine, means downloading the jars and everything, then you need to use that only.
Oh,
Is Maven a free product?
Maven?
Is it a free product?
Yes, yes, it is free.
Okay.
You can access it.
So,
It
and
is, don't say that it is a product, but you should not call this as a product basically, that's what it means.
is it a tool?
Yes, tool.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Would you mind showing me how you brought in this Maven dependencies one more time? Is that a long process?
No, I'll configure that. You need to configure that. I'll tell you, but now I'll show you once again. I have already configured it. That's why I'm getting this. If once anyone, can you try on your system, right click on the, wait, I'll tell you what to do.
Okay.
So go to files, new, and go to others. There you should see a Maven.
Yeah.
You're able to see?
Yeah. So
Okay,
I
any
should
others?
Maven
Yeah, in that, if
project.
you're able to see Maven, click on that and click on Maven project and click on next. And when it asks for artifact ID, choose some name. That means the project name basically.
Oh, okay.
It is asking add project to working set. What that does
Or
mean?
use default workstation, workspace.
Yeah, use default workstation.
And then it says, what is that? Oh, it's allowing us to choose the Maven version also, is it? There's an option for us to choose the Maven version. Like it says artifact ID.
Yeah, you need to enter that artifact ID, enter some value there.
Anything, any version is okay.
Version, anything is okay. I think it will get updated automatically.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about that.
And group ID, artifact ID. Okay.
Yeah, give some values. No, did you enter that?
Huh?
No, I am only not able to create. 1 minute. Just you need to enter only the artifact ID. That will be fine. You need to enter all those things. The artifact ID, you can think like it is a project name.
No, it is saying
No,
group
it
ID
is
is mandatory.
enter group ID for the artifact.
See, I got only this one. So I'm just clicking on next.
Yeah, I created.
Okay. Enter any value. These both values are fine.
Yeah, so it by default creates a source SRC and a
Yes.
test.
If you have
Uh-huh.
all these are the default source, test, all these Java libraries, Maven dependencies.
No, I don't.
And
I only
so
see source and a test.
you don't see this pom.xml.
Form.xml.
Yeah, pom.xml will come.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Under 555, I see a source. And then JRE, Maven dependencies. Oh, and
I got like main folder.
Only one main folder. Huh?
Yeah, main and
Pom.xml.
yeah, main target and pom.xml.
Main.
Target.
Okay. Basically, I'll tell you. I know where this confusion is coming from. And remaining 2 people, do you have Maven in your system? I'm asking you this because if everyone is set
I'm
with
looking
Maven,
it. I'm just looking.
yeah, just check and let me know, because I have valid reason for asking this because Maven setting is one more step. It is a one-time step. So if you are already set, then no need to go with that. That is why I'm asking. And
We can look up
another question.
online. Can we look up online just in case Maven is not set up?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is
It'll
fine.
be straightforward.
So yeah, it will be straightforward. That you need to. I'll tell you also. So before that, Maven project. Click on next. What I thought of telling is yes. So I think the difference why we are seeing is I think with this, but I'm trying to check it. I'm not sure. So I have selected 1.1 and there are many. I'm just trying to select another one. I'm actually not sure, but let me try it out. Okay. Yes, see, if you see this, now before everyone remember my previous values which I got. Wait, I'll just again do that. See, previously I selected this one. Now I am selecting this one. Okay, second I'll put confusion with some. See the structure. See, I selected different values over there. So I got this structure, folder structure, default folder structure. But when I selected another option, I got these are the default folder structure. Okay, fine everyone. Means I am
which one we should select? Like, how do we know which one we select?
Basically, default one is the correct one.
Yeah, default.
But I'll tell you. Yes, I'll tell you. I also don't have answer for that question, but Maven quick start. So yes, this is a quick start is a thing that we generally do.
It is automatically highlighting on that, right?
Yes, it is automatic.
Actually,
Basically, it will come first quick start only. It will come.
Yeah.
Someone
I have
started.
so many links here in the same wizard, new Maven project. Here you have limited like maybe 10 or so, right? But my system is showing like maybe 20 or 25. Some with no version name, just release.
Release, where you are seeing release?
I can screenshot it.
Or okay, 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get to the question. Which one we basically this I know. We need to select only quick start when you are creating a Maven project. But what are these? I'll let you know. Okay. So I'm just removing this. Okay, this is fine for everyone. How to convert a. Okay. What I can say this 1 minute. New Maven project. Okay. What are the list of Maven artifacts, right? These are what does the list of Maven artifacts mean in creating a Maven project? Okay, I'll get this answer for you. So basically, quick start is the thing that you need to select. That I am sure. Okay, another question is. See, I think if anyone, the other question was there are many values, right? So the many values, I'll anyhow get the answer. Why there are many, why there are less. But my thought for now means the instant answer which I'm thinking over, but whether it is correct or not, I'll check and let you know tomorrow. But the answer is see, if you work on Maven for different projects or different things, so, and if you have different versions upgraded also, you'll be getting an added into this part. Okay.
One example.
So that is no. I would want to give example somehow.
No.
I'll confirm that and tell you.
No, I'm not saying that. When you select the one that you have selected, if you look down, it says archetype, which contains a sample Maven project. And in my project, Maven project, there is a sample Java project. And it says, and as the name says, it's quick start. So it has given us a sample Maven project to start off. That's my thought of this particular. I think when you change the selection, can you change the selection to the top one?
Yeah, this one.
Maybe, but definitely this quick start. That's what it is. Because I don't know if it's giving example for anybody else, but I have a sample Java project.
Yeah. I think means whoever is having that, they're already set with Maven. Someone might be using your system. Okay. Anyhow, so
should I delete the sample project?
Where you are seeing the sample project? Here in this here. Right?
Yeah, there.
No.
And it's showing errors also.
The sample project is showing errors.
Yeah, because there is no package.
No, that is different. That is different. So I think that
where it is showing sample.
Yeah.
See, I think here.
In what name it is saved in, like which folder?
Under my Maven project itself.
Here only, right? You're telling it.
Not there. After choosing all this, coming to our package explorer.
Okay.
Under the second, your second, I'm just giving an example.
Okay.
Under our artifact name or group ID name, I see a project called src/main/java, a default package, and a app.java. And same for under test, and same under src. I don't know if anybody else is seeing. I chose a default Maven archetype.
I got source, main, and test. Target also.
Yeah, target also.
Yeah.
Okay. Which to select is quick start. That is the thing that you need to select. That is sure. But what are these differentiation? I'll tell you.
So what do I do now that I'm having every other thing?
You just select quick start. Do you have quick start?
So I have to go back and select quick start. That's all. New.
When you're creating, yes. When you're creating,
I did not select anything else. I selected the default one.
Yeah, default one. Just see that if it is quick start, just select that. If not, you select the quick start.
Okay.
Or if I from tomorrow's, if after my doing some research, if I find anything, then again you need to select another one. Okay then. So this is the thing. So basically by doing this Maven, you don't need to download jars. You need to just refer the jar name, the name of the jar, the artifact, and the version. If you mention these three things, that jar will come and sit in your program. It means it will be used when you're executing the program. Okay. So actually I'm done with this call now, but before that, one more thing. Okay, one more very important thing is, see, you all know Git repository. What is Git? Anyone has idea on this?
No, sir.
Okay. So now, I don't know whether, so it's a manual, means one point to discuss the manual testing. Okay, this is a continuation of manual testing inputs and then coming to our automation. Okay, so we'll be having environments incorporated. In real time, we'll be having this environment. What are this environment is? Suppose someone created, means there was a requirement, and on the requirement they told that you'll be having a username and password, and then you'll be logging to the home page. This is a requirement that came in. Now on this requirement, some developer developed the code. So developer developed the code means it is not only his code. Whatever code we wrote here, this is also called a code. What is ours? Yes. So all these things which we did, this is also I call a code. So what I'm telling about Git is, it is not only related to developers, it is also related to testers or anyone. Or it cannot be, we can't say that it is only for Java, not only for Java, for Angular, for C, C#, .NET, JavaScript, JavaScript, everything. Any code that is written will be put into Git. So what is this Git is? I'll tell you why this environment came, but let me tell about Git means the process. So they'll be developing the code for username and password. After developing the code, they'll put this code into some place. What is the some place is called a Git repository. Okay, Git, what it will do is it is like a storage version control tool. We will say basically Git is a version control tool. So what is this version control tool means? If simple example that we discussed just now, if you see the jars here, if you see the jars, there are one particular type of jar that came in firstly, correct? For Selenium, if you see, where is it? 1 minute. Not even Selenium, anything if you say. Suppose if you have an application, they won't release that application at one shot. They won't say that this is complete, application is complete, but they'll release the application based on some versions. So first version, they'll be releasing only username and password home page. And after entering the username and password, it'll come to the home page. That navigation itself, and means home page, they'll be designing. And in the next version, they'll be designing the home page content. In the next version, they'll be designing the internal pages of home page. You're getting me? Anyone is having any doubts, please stop me. This is important. So basically, for an application, you'll be having 3 layers in our example. So first is login page, then that is home page, and in home page there is internal page. Only one internal page we have in our application. Okay, just think of that. So they'll be giving this first. After giving this, they'll be designing this. Then they'll be designing this one. So what they'll do is, in real time, this is real time and very important, very important. Okay, means you need to, when they tell about Git, when you're coming to an organization, this is not for an interview. This is for surviving in the organization after getting the job. Okay.
Okay.
They'll be telling you about Git access. They'll be giving you. So Git access, they'll be giving you your own username and your own password. Okay. With this password, they'll be giving Git access link. Okay. They'll be giving you one link. They'll be giving you one username and they'll be giving you one password. So what are this is, when you go into this link, I don't have means Git, you no need to have it in corporate only. You can have it in your local also. Here you can have it. I don't know whether I'll see. I want to show you something. If I get that, I'll show you. If not, I'll show you a screenshot. Okay. I'm just trying to show you how it looks. If you know how it looks, then you can easily understand. So one minute, give me some time. Git repo screenshot I will tell. Yes, I think this is the one. Yes. Yes. Where is the screenshot? Yes, see, this is the one. So Git repo will just look like this, okay? I'm just increasing the size. So when you enter the username, that link which they gave you, and the username and password, if you enter, you will be landing into this page. Directly you'll be landing into this page. So this is where they stored their code. So if you see this images, this is a project they stored. Okay. Now you need to download this project. You click on this download master digital. You need to download that one. Okay. Once you download, you'll get the project into your system. After getting the project into your system, you go to file, import using git from git repository, next existing local repository, next clone URL or URI. Yes. So you just select clone URI. Okay. If you are downloaded into your application, just select this and go with this. Okay. But if you have the URI, just my preference is just don't download it also. Just go to this link that they gave you. So go to this link. In this link, you need to provide at some point of time, they'll be asking you to provide your username. This username, you copy this username and paste it somewhere in the link. There you'll know where you need to paste. You'll know. You don't need to worry. Or you don't need to ask them also. Just understand that link. You'll see where you can enter the username and copy that link. Copy that link and paste it. Clone with URI and paste it over here. Once you paste it, your username and password, your username will come here. You need to enter the password, and when you click on finish, the project will be downloaded. Okay, fine, everyone.
Okay, so Git, the option with Git will definitely be there in Eclipse. It will be integrated with Eclipse.
Yes, 100%. They will, when they give the LAN team, will set that and give. That is for sure.
So it is used in every organization.
Every organization they'll use this only.
Okay.
Oh, as the repository, only that as the repository. I mean, that's
Okay.
fine. But if we are setting up a new system, so in that case, Git comes with Eclipse.
Yeah, see, Git comes with Eclipse and Git configuration. You don't need to worry. It will come. 100% it will come. Okay. But you need to think like one more question that was asked. That is one good question is. See, one more question. Every organization will use Git means 95% to 98% will use only Git because it is more user friendly and it is more easy to maintain. But there are I told this Git is version control tool, and there are other version control tools also. I only know other one is SVN. Okay. Even if it is SVN or if it is anything, don't worry. Basically 100% means even means basically my point is 98% of orgs use Git. Okay, if suppose if you have by your luck goes too good and if you have some other thing, then you need search it. Okay, and just see whether there are any others. No, we don't have any others. Okay, so these are the things that we have. Okay, okay, then we shall end this call today. From tomorrow onwards, we shall do as the things what we discussed and what we planned.
Yeah, one
Okay,
more
any
question. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in the last class you told us like you have attended an interview and you'll be telling the
Yeah,
interview
I'll
question.
make this. I attended another one also.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Thank you, Satish.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, then
Thank you, Satish.
I need to drop. Okay, then thanks everyone.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.